Hey everybody, and welcome to Chat with Kat. I just wanted to jump on because I have a couple of things I wanted to say. First and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to my dear friend Nicole Schrupp, who I've known since the first grade. And even though we've lost touch throughout the years, we've been able to reconnect through social media. And she's just such a beautiful soul. And we had a very special conversation today. So I just wanted to publicly thank her for her words of encouragement and just tell her that her friendship means so much to me. And so that's what I wanted to start with. Then I want to talk to you about not one, but two cliche moments that I have had today as a woman with a disability. So the first one's actually kind of funny. At least I think it's pretty funny. I got a message on Instagram from a guy who said that he's seen pretty women in chairs before, but there's something different about me. I'm kind of spicy. Whatever that means. I have no idea what that means, but thanks to the random guy that felt the need to say that. And why do you have to say woman in a chair that's pretty? Like, why can't you just say that I'm a pretty girl? Like, that's the part that's cliche. Like, you don't need to single me out in that way. Not that I'm ashamed of being a woman in a chair. I'm perfectly accepting and loving of it. So that's not the issue. I just find it like a backhanded compliment when somebody says that specific wording. It just seems like we're not supposed to be pretty, and it's like a shock when we are attractive. Like, that's ridiculous and ignorant. So that's why it's offensive to me personally. But the spicy part was pretty funny. I gotta give it to him. And the other cliche was just now. I was at the store. I was at a Walgreens picking up some groceries and things that I needed. And this guy who clearly was not all mentally there turned around and looked at me and said that he felt that the past 3 minutes of seeing me, he's felt inspired by me. And I was like, thanks, but you know what? You shouldn't be inspired by the fact that I'm in a store. You should be inspired by the fact that I'm a children's book author and I'm a public speaker. And he was like, oh, how did you do that? Da, 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 da. And I started to tell him, he asked me what the turning point in my life was that made me decide to do these things. And I said it was when I stopped feeling sorry for myself. And he said, why did you feel sorry for yourself? And I blanketed it in a very simple way. I said, I had encountered a lot of people that didn't understand me and didn't see the value in me. And so I started to feel bad for myself. I felt like the world was against me, and that's what I said, and kind of left it at that. And I told him that once I decided to not feel sorry for myself, that's when I was able to do all the things I'm doing now. And he was like, thank you for, telling me all this. You're such an inspiration, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, bye. I got my things and I left. And so just so you guys know, that word inspiration, to me, it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because on one hand, I think it's great if I can inspire you to change your perception of people with disabilities, because I'm out here doing a lot of things to fight for our equity and to, educate people about what it is that we bring to the table and what it is that we can do and so forth. So if you want to call me inspirational because of that, I will accept it all day, every day. But if you want to call me inspirational because I went to a store, that's where I take it offensively. So, just a little education for you guys about that word and why sometimes when you say it to a person with a disability, they may not have the greatest reaction to it. So, anyway, alright, that was my little Chat with Kat episode today, and I hope you guys have a great day. Love you, bye.